Cancer, welcome to your weekly sidereal forecast for September 14th through the 20th. My name is Athen. So we had that solar eclipse last weekend, and that was in your second house of the financial matters or material matters of life, the simple pleasures. And a lot of you will be noticing that energy starting to move forward in terms of new things maybe coming, if they haven't already been coming into your life, involving those second house matters. You've got Mars here. A lot of you are probably very motivated about your confidence levels, achieving things on the material level, whether it's financial or otherwise, or just, going after your values in life. And it's a good time. Jupiter's here and expanding that second house of yours, which is quite nice. And you can certainly enjoy a lot of these things with Venus there in the second as well. So there is some shifting taking place this week, and a very important transit, actually. Jupiter's going to be opposing up to Neptune. And so with this kind of energy, Jupiter does rule your guys' routine and your outlook on life, your philosophy and everything on that level. So it's important that with this opposition up to Neptune, stay very grounded with any visions and ideas that you do have about the future. It's not that they're fantasies necessarily, but with the opposition, sometimes we can get too caught up into the over extremes or under extremes of the planet. So here it's maybe fantasizing, but the important thing with this is that there is a way to ground this energy. For those of you who do have, a new vision about the daily activities, about the routine, about your health, about travel, about adventure, about spirituality, ground it and bring it into this active part of your chart, which is the second house. So apply it on the daily level, apply it, connect to nature, connect to earth. This is all the second house, to have that beauty and surrounding, enjoy those simple pleasures of life, and that'll help ground those energies. But it is a week of spirituality for everybody, and it's involving the areas of your life that have to do with what you value. And the eighth house is everything you value on a non-material level, so really asking yourself how you can enjoy these values on a physical level and on a non-physical level as well, and to have more faith and trust in terms of, your relationships, even your deeper connections and things on that level. How you can, trust others a little bit, more. Not that you aren't, but to sort of depend on others a little bit more. That's the eighth house. So, anyways, that's going to be very important. That goes exact on Thursday, actually, and we do have some shifting on Thursday, as you can see, a lot of shifting. Mercury sextiles up to Venus this early part of the week up until that Thursday time period. So with this, I think naturally, your guys is your Mercury in the 12th and third house ruler. I think your communications probably quite enjoyable. Now Mercury is going to go retrograde in this third house, but for a lot of you who have been thinking about how you're communicating, how you're expressing yourself, maybe thinking about doing some writing or things like that, that's all going to go into this reflective time period now with Mercury retrograde. And you'll also be reflecting on your spirituality and how you can have more alone time, spiritual time, things like that. But the early part of the week up until that Thursday, you can enjoy those areas of life, the relaxation, the communications, things on that level. And that might be prompting this sort of inner reflection for the next few weeks in regards to those things. So Mercury retrograde, obviously, for rulers like Gemini and Virgo, that would be much more significant. But I feel like for you, it's just merely thinking about how you communicate, thinking about how you express yourself, and maybe even restructuring or redoing anything that you have been writing or sharing or being active, getting active with correspondence and things like that on a daily level as well. But usually quite introverted, since Mercury does rule your 12th. So anyways, that's going to be the shifting point, and at that same time, the sun does go into your third house. So I think there is this illumination, and I think you guys can certainly start to focus more on those communicative elements of life and learn quite a bit, during this Mercury retrograde, especially with the sun illuminating that third house of yours, helping you see very deeply those insights and those new ideas and visions that you can, again, kind of rework and restructure and maybe even communicate with others. So this is all relating to this life path energy. You've had the North Node transiting this third house for the past couple of years. So the life path generally for all of you has been to pursue more of that mental, practical, day-to-day energy of socializing and sharing and learning and reading and writing and all of that kind of stuff. And Saturn is going to be sextiling up to that North Node from Thursday onward. So it's very supportive for a lot of those things, while again it is reflective this week. But for you Cancers, I feel like the highest energy is going to be these shifts coming from these new beginnings relating to the material elements of life, your self-esteem and things like that over the next 6 months. And you're quite assertive here. I think that'll be probably quite important, and just this sort of pause and reflection about your communications and thinking and writing and all of that kind of stuff going into the next few weeks. So Cancer, have a good one. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. If you're new to Sidereal, do check the description for more information, since your sign might be different. And I'll see you all next time. Take care.